Hey there, traders and investors. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap. Today's a recap for Thursday, April 29th, and we had quite the wild day in the markets today. And Molson Coors reported earnings. We're going to focus on that stock as the stock of the day today. Congrats to the Bulls, but they beat on revenue and EPS. Kind of look at some other news and events on the day, and we'll look at the overall broader market. But before we do, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. So first on the list, jobless claims come in at 553,000, and that was a miss, but still declined from the previous period. We were expecting 549, and we came in at 566 in the previous reporting period. So we still are trending down, which is a good sign, but just missed the estimates there by a tiny bit. Also, GDP jumped 6.4% in the first quarter, and just taking a look at the expectations here, it was 6.1%, so a decent beat versus 4.3% the prior reporting period as well. Also, in other news, New York City will reopen 100% on July 1st, Mayor Bill de Blasio says. So that's some good news and things trending in the right direction, it seems, for the most part. Global chip shortage also hits Apple, BMW, Ford as crisis worsens. So this is something that we're keeping a close eye on, as well as this could really be very impactful in a negative way to the overall market. So we'll continue to keep close tabs on that. Trudeau government bails out Transat with a $700 million loan. Also, Molson Coors reported earnings today. So again, they had a beat and tuned into the conference call today. They were very upbeat on the call. They said that their business was impacted, obviously, by the cyber attack that they had. Also, it didn't deter them from getting their flagship brands and the brands that really sell out to the consumers, but it definitely ate at their their productivity for this quarter and the storm in Texas, but things that were out of their control. So for the most part, they were pretty upbeat about everything. They said that their Coors Banquet was very popular, and the seltzer, a few other products as well. They commented on the Trust Beverage Co. relationship with Hexo, said that was still producing at number one. They said they had the 6 out of the top 10 beverages in Canada. So that was cool to see. But they beat on revenue and EPS, had about 110% surprise, came in at 0.01 versus negative 0.08, and 1.9 billion versus 1.89 billion forecasted. Also, Ripple still plans to go public after the SEC lawsuit, asserts SBI Group's CEO. So, also a hearing with Ripple tomorrow and the SEC. So we'll see if there's some volatility that comes out of that, but I suspect that there will be, and we're definitely seeing a nice rebound. And another website that you can take a look at is called Link2. They're offering different private equity, and there was Ripple on here earlier today. This morning I mentioned it to members, but it's gone again. And you can take a course that's also offered through Link2, and you can become an accredited investor if you pass that exam. It is an exam that you have to pay money for, so you can go on here and buy like Impossible Foods. There's Uphold. That wasn't on here earlier. It's back on here now, but they did remove Ripple from there. So people have been buying Ripple. Every time it comes on here, it sells out. So people have been buying Ripple, and it's very, very, the timing is just very strange, right? They're in the middle of an SEC lawsuit. Why is everybody snatching up all this private equity as soon as they can? And as much as, it doesn't matter what the price is, people just want it. They're paying for it. It's selling out. Everything that they have, they sell out in minutes, right? So all of this private equity for accredited investors, you can look into that if that interests you, but we'll be watching that meeting tomorrow and that hearing with about 4,000, 5,000 people that are able to join the call. So I'm going to try to join that. So taking a look at the crypto space, we are pulling back, and Bitcoin basically leading the market lower. Also, I'll put some timestamps in the description below as well. But we are seeing a little bit of bloodshed here in the market, but we need to be looking for daily higher lows. We had a little bit of a reversal candle there yesterday in a doji. So once we lost the low of yesterday, we started daily consolidation, and we're just expecting a daily lower high. And at this point, we're looking for a higher low compared to 47,044. but still healthy at this point. So nothing really too concerning. We're still a potential daily bull flag, and we'll see how much of a pullback we get. But SPY at all-time highs today, and trying to save this weekly EMA 12. So if we can close the week back above EMA 12 at 51,051, then that will be back in bullish territory in my opinion. So taking a look at SPY, SPY had an hourly inside bar there to end the day and confirmed a 5-minute downtrend, but just a little bit of profit taking after hitting a new all-time high today. We had a high of 420.72. And taking a look at extended hours, we had 420.49 here and 420.71. So we had close to a double top, but it was all bears to open the day today. It was just straight selling, lower high, lower high, lower high every single candle until we got to 5-minute oversold. Had a 5-minute oversold bounce and then resumed lower. And then we had some bullish RSI divergence there on the RSI. And then from there, we confirmed a 5-minute uptrend, and then it was just all bulls straight into a V-shaped recovery that the S&P 500 has been notorious for over the last better part of a year. So the cup and handle on the daily broke out, and we target was 420, 425. So I don't think we're completely done yet. Nice lower wick there on the day and held EMA 12 all along. And like I said, that perfect cup and handle and bull flag into that follow through was picture perfect. The dollar's still weak today. Not really doing much. Consolidating still on the weekly with a lower high every candle for the last 4 weeks. So we have support coming up at 89.68, which could be coming into play sooner than later. Tech sector after Facebook and Apple earnings was a little bit weaker today. And then again, bounced back. Not as big of a bounce as SPY, but we still are a long way away from all-time highs. SPY hitting all-time highs, so we knew that this wasn't as clear of a setup here on the cup and handle, and that SPY was a bit stronger because of its formation. And then we saw SPY confirm, and it's been stronger, and that's why, led by the financial sector today as well, extremely strong. So we did hold the EMA 12 on this pullback on QQQ, so we'll consider that a save for the moment. And oil had a good day today, pulling back a little bit now, but got over 64.36 resistance. And we'll just watch for the low of the day today. As long as we maintain this higher low pattern, the daily bounce is still underway. Gold and silver started to pull back again. Daily consolidation underway. But seeing a decent range on the day, holding the EMAs. Nice lower wick. XBI, still a possible daily bull flag, and an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross yet to play out. XLE, so the energy sector up over 1% today, not surprising with the strength in oil. And again, a higher low every single candle for the last 5 days, it looks like 6 days. And a bull cross happening here as well, but we need to be looking out for the lows of yesterday, see if they hold tomorrow. XLF closed near the high at all-time highs. So again, this is majority of the reason why SPY saw so much strength today in comparison to most of the other charts. Healthcare sector still pulling back today, but trying to hold EMA 12 on this pullback. And could it be a possible bull flag? Is the question. Yes, it could. Wouldn't really want to see us pull back any more than this, though, as that will start to decrease those odds. So taking a look at the bull and bear list, we had Riot, Dash, Uber, AMC. On the bull list, we had Facebook, TAP, and CWeb. So Facebook and Apple responded very well to their earnings, and Molson Coors as well. And I just realized this says negative. Yeah, that's 110% beat. The estimate -0. That wasn't the negative. Estimate was negative 0.08. So they're a little bit off there. So that happens from time to time. but still a beat nonetheless. And nice move here. Closing near the high of the day. And we're looking extremely strong. We're not even close to daily overbought yet. Held the EMAs on that pullback. We've got resistance at 56.10. We hit 55.71. And then after that, we've got a lack of resistance up to 61.94. So we could still see, based on the long-term charts here, looking at the MACD and the stochastic, we're still extremely bullish. We're well above the 10-week moving average down at 50.10, and it's starting to curl and go parabolic along with these other indicators here as well. And we are coming up on the 200 weekly moving average, so expecting some strong resistance around that $56, $51, $56 area. And we haven't really seen much of a pullback these last few weeks. So we need to be cautious here. We could be potentially setting a top here on the weekly. And like I said, 56.10 going to be key resistance. And EMA 12 there, or EMA, the moving average, the 200 weekly moving average. So we need to be cautious. Personally, I'm holding a long-term position and I'm not selling it either way. But I also entered back down here on this consolidation. I have an average below 50. So I think it's like in the 46s or the 47s. But that's definitely a long-term hold for me. We're still well above the 50, 100, and the 200-day moving average. So we've got the 50-day moving average at 49.46. And that $50 psychological level is going to be extremely strong support for the TAP chart. So going to end it there. Congrats to the Bulls. And can't wait to see Hexo's earnings, as they did launch the hemp in the USA through the Molson Coors joint venture as well. And that's just going to continue to gain traction, in my opinion. So thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for another daily market recap. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you a little bit later on for an MJ sector review. Take care, everyone.